coming in fairly thick.
5:30 a.m. in Charters Towers, North Queensland. Heavy haulage truckers Grahame Andersson and Athol Martin are going nowhere.
Starting to get itchy feet, but this is the way it is. Hurry up and wait. Can't do much about it.
Their massive 7-vehicle convoy is transporting 2 oversized 7-metre wide mining dumpsters.
Hey mate, Brian.
Nice to meet you.
How are you?
Their police escort has made the call. Until visibility improves, it's not safe to continue.
Nothing we can do about it. They're the law. We got to try and abide by them.
Brian and Athol are just 500 kilometres into an epic 5,000-kilometre journey. 2 days ago,
yeah, just starting to back up, line it up, get it straight down the back underneath it.
the heavy haulage specialists loaded the mining dumpsters at Mackay, Queensland. They've now got just 8 days to cross the hostile top end of the country and deliver the dumpsters to an iron ore mine outside Port Hedland, Western Australia.
Anything can go wrong at any moment. You can't plan these trips.
After a frustrating 1-hour delay, the fog is clearing.
We got the green light. We're good to go. I hope we can make the time up without pushing it too hard. I want to start blowing tyres when it gets hot this afternoon.
With 30 years' experience transporting giant loads, Athol's seen his cargo getting bigger each year.
They've gone from big to huge in the last 20 years. The bigger the truck, the less people they've got to employ, so they reckon, but most bridges are still the same.
It's a constant battle with small bridges that were never designed for 7-metre wide loads that take up the entire road.
There's a tight run across that bridge.
The oversized convoy approaches the small town of Richmond in Western Queensland. Its narrow streets are lined with dangerously low power lines. For Brian, it's a chilling reminder of the disasters that happen if their calculations are wrong.
I was on the ground winching the crane up onto the trailer and just got too close to the wires that were there along the side of the road. It just arced, and because I was on the ground, it earthed down through me. 3 months I was in hospital. Did several operations. Lost a fair bit of my right hand. They cut stuff out on my side. And much to everyone's surprise, I went back to work and still doing it.
Brian has plenty of reason to be anxious. His 5.4 metre tall rig has just half a metre to spare between it and the ageing power lines, each carrying 33,000 volts.
Yeah, just watch this one here, it's a bit low.
In country Western Australia, Outback trucker and racing enthusiast Sludge Andrews has a very special load.
I feel pretty privileged to be able to do something like this.
He's transporting 3 vintage cars worth $270,000 across the West Australian desert to a rally on the dry clay pan at Lake Perkalilly.
I'm a bit nervous. This is something that I haven't done before. It's pretty precious cargo.
And for this trip, Sludge has company.
Well, I really am excited. I've never been to Australia before.
Englishman Steve Waldo Alexander.
I've never been in a truck like this, and I'm enjoying myself.
A desert motor race, first run in 1914, has brought Waldo and his 1936 Lagonda all the way from England. They're on a grueling 660-kilometre run of hot bitumen from Perth to Kalgoorlie, and then a 40-kilometre stretch of dirt road to Lake Perkalilly. As Sludge approaches Kalgoorlie, a strap has broken loose from the Model T.
I reckon we better pull up. I can see a couple of those straps are a bit loose. Oh, that one's come too. Take it off and redo it. The rough road out here's played a bit of havoc. You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. If you tie it too hard, I'm scared to break it.
After a day on the road, Sludge and Waldo reach Kalgoorlie, just short of their final destination.
What a great day. Car's in good condition. Very excited to be going to Perkalilly right now. I can't wait to have a go at it. That's what we're here for. Let's get it on. Looking forward to seeing it covered in red dust. This is as good a cup of tea as I've had. This is, of course, my 6th.
Bloody teetotal, eh? 6 cups. Christ, it's only bloody 9:30 in the morning.
It's what keeps me going.
Waldo's spent over $40,000 restoring the 84-year-old Lagonda and transporting it halfway around the world. The last 40 kilometres of his journey are the riskiest. With bumpy, unsealed roads.
My car's really lightly built. If it gets really rotted, you can shake them to death.
And then, low-hanging trees.
Shit. Do it narrow or not?
Just a bit narrow. What's your paint worth? Like your driver doing a bit of work.
Oh, yeah. Hang on. We're doing a bit of tree trimming. Well, here you go, young fella. You're here.
Fantastic, man.
Halfway around the world.
Some lovely looking cars.
Oh, yes.
Fantastic. Born for petrol heads. I've come a long way, so I'll have a go.
In Perth, legendary trucker Steve Grahame has a delicate and difficult cargo.
As you can see, it's an awkward, ugly-looking thing. The good news is it's a light load all the way through.
Steve and his best mate Bella are transporting a giant lid for a high-capacity water tank.
Our lid is nearly 5 metres wide. Maximum width I can have on a double road train is 3.5. Just stand back a bit away from the trailer just in case anything goes wrong. All good, fellas. Drop it down there. Look at that, 3.47. Beautiful, Davey. It's all good. Our legal limit for a load without an escort on a road train is 3.5. I'm a smidgen under it, we're good to go. Beautiful, lovely to watch, fellas.
The new water tank and its components are headed to a remote Aboriginal settlement.
This is a dry country, Australia, and it's in the middle of a dreadful drought. This is to give these little communities more water as we go into the future. Yeah, it's good to be part of it. It's a good job.
From Perth, Steve's 36.5-metre 2-trailer road train heads north to Broome before cutting inland to Wonkatjunka. 4 days and 2,600 kilometres through some of Australia's most hostile terrain.
Usually I'm running around with about 120 tonne hanging off the end of the steering wheel. I've got half that this load, so that's going to be good. This could be a holiday for me. What do you reckon a tank like this is worth?
This one's around about 350 and 400,000.
So I've got about $400,000 worth of gear I've got to not break.
Yep.
Right, mate. We'll give that my best shot.
But that's me. I'm good to go. I'm going to hit the road. I'm out of here. Another satellites. I'm running a little bit late here, but if I can get 300 Ks done today, it gives me 2,200 Ks to do in 3 days. If it takes longer, I'm in trouble. These tanks are all geared into pretty strict timetables, and they certainly wouldn't want me to bugger it up at the start by being late.
At this time of year, the Kimberley region is one of the hottest parts of Australia, with temperatures climbing into the mid-40s. It's the build-up to the wet season, which brings increasingly dangerous weather.
We've got to keep our eye out for whatever the Outback might dish out, and it's got a few good tricks it can deliver. It's got thunderstorms, bushfires, it's got wildlife on the road. Who said this was going to be a holiday? I don't know what's going on up here, more road work or something. Yeah, well, that's a bit sobering, I hope. Whoever that is all right. You don't like saying that anytime, but it reminds me to keep focused on my job. I'm pleased with today. I got a better run through the hills and out through the wheat belt than what I thought. But when I look at this sky out here, I can't help thinking there's thunderstorms around. Every time you get complacent, there's always a wake-up call.
In Richmond, North Queensland, heavy haulage trucker Brian Andersson is having a nervous ride. He's guiding his 5.4 metre high load of mining machinery under the town's 6 metre high power lines. 34 years ago, Brian lost 2 fingers on his right hand when power lines sent 33,000 volts surging through him as he winched a crane onto his truck.
Yeah, just watch this one here, it's a bit low.
You keep it over to your left, Brian, keep that. Narrow is all clear.
Oh, that's the hardest work I have to do today, I'll be happy.
Safely through town, the convoy encounters a new problem. It's cattle country, and Brian's sharing the roads with double-decker livestock trucks, known as crates.
The stock trucks, when they're loaded, we don't like pushing them off the road because they're very unstable. If they go off too far and start leaning, the cattle start leaning, and there's been a few of them fall over.
Despite a police escort and plenty of warning, one cattle trucker is refusing to give way.
He doesn't want to stop, that's for sure. Yeah, that's right. Everyone up.
Got a couple of crates up here, a bit tight up here.
Okay, over we go. Okay, just straighten up to that line. Just hold that line there, be good. That's your line more room, mate. You pulled over when you first heard me, you'd have had plenty of room.
The oversized convoy fills almost the entire road. As they hit more traffic, car drivers become nervous.
Well, idiots see the police cars with the blue lights and get scared. Just panic and stop and get in behind them for some reason. This idiot in the friggin' car here just got behind the cop car. I don't know what they're thinking. Like, you got pilots to wave them round, you got pilot people with their arms out the window waving them, but no, they won't go. They're as dumb as dog.
Coming through with you?
Nah, stop behind the cop car, Brian. Oh, look at that.
A badly loaded truck causes more problems.
You're right there, mate, in the body truck. You've got a meter on it.
Yeah, Keep going, mate. The trailers are steering away from you. So
Its slow overtaking speed and unstable load could spell trouble for Brian and Athol.
Well, here you go, young fella. You're here.
In the West Australian desert, Paul Sludge Andrews and his English passenger, Waldo, have made it to the vintage car races at Lake Perkalilly.
Wow, you made it.
Thank you very much. Without you, we couldn't have done it.
The Red Dust Revival Extravaganza is celebrating over 100 years of racing on the hard clay pan track. Waldo's $160,000 vintage Lagonda has come all the way from the UK, and race organiser Grahame Cox is on hand to greet their first ever international competitor.
Well, well, well.
Grahame Cox, as I live and breathe.
Yeah, welcome.
Steve Alexander.
It's
Lovely to see you, mate. Lovely. This is nice. What is it?
It's a Ford Model A Aussie Cranston Special, 1928 model. 62 cars, thousands of bloody people, and we're all go.
One down, and we'll take the little one off now. No slipping. There she goes. There we go. Brakes on. You're right. Beautiful. Job done. We've got him here in one piece, and it's running.
While Waldo gets his Lagonda approved by the race stewards,
just give it a little touch.
There's a little touch and the wheels should start spinning.
Grahame offers Sludge an opportunity he can't refuse. 2 laps on the clay pan in his Model T.
Try and work the pedals out where the brakes are, and hopefully it won't be too hard.
It's a sweet little thing. 1913. Best of luck.
Thank you, sir. That'll be it. So,
Okay.
hold the key.
Yeah.
You've
Got the handbrake on? You're in business.
Oh, look at that thing.
Mind-blowing power.
Sludge pushes the 107-year-old Model T to its top speed of 90 kilometres per hour.
That was awesome. I sought after car. And for me to actually somebody to land me one to take out and race, I feel very privileged.
Looks like it's going to be a good day. What I thought might be thunderstorms, I don't think we're going to get them today. I think we're just going to get heat.
In the sun-scorched West Australian desert,
I think that's a picture of Grandad.
Steve is making a home away from home in the sleeping quarters of his 2-trailer road train.
This portrait of Grandad can be a centrepiece. It's very nice. All right, I'm out of here. I've got to go to work. When I retire, the F's are going to take a big place in my life. Fishing, fossicking, and fun with my grandkids. But the target right now is to deliver this load on time and in good order.
Steve's heading north to mining country, the iron ore-rich Pilbara region.
It's a big, big country through here. And, of course, traffic's busy and building. Yeah, roger, mate. Thank you. This is possibly a big dump truck or something. We've got to give them the road. They can't run their wheels off the side. It can be bloody frustrating because when you're trying to make a mile, you've got to keep stopping for them. They need all the road, these fellas, all of it, which we've given him. And that's when it's good, when you get plenty of advance notice, you can find a good spot. I didn't actually have to stop. I was able to roll through, roll past him, get going again.
On the Outback's unforgiving roads, communication and courtesy are critical to safe trucking.
I got a bloke that's a bit quicker than me behind me. I'll look for a good straight up here and I'll call him around. Yeah, you're good, mate. You're good if you want to go. I'll back off if something comes. You know, by the time you've been in this business for a few years, you all learn that good manners and a bit of road etiquette's the way to do it. It makes a much easier day of it than all getting stressed and harassed with each other. Leave that to the people down there in the cities.
There you go, mate. You have a good trip, eh?
Yeah, no worries, mate. You have a good day. Out here in the Outback, we like to look after each other.
Steve's road etiquette is soon put to the test. A pair of 8-metre wide mining dumpsters are collecting traffic. The oversized convoy is following closely behind the pilot vehicle, giving Steve little time to pull over safely.
Yeah, I got it, mate. I got it. Bit close.
Forcing Steve off the road. Almost 3,000 kilometres away in North Queensland. More oversized road drama.
Coming up now, mate.
Keep coming, mate. There's a culvert over here, but I'll back right down for you. Just keep coming through.
Averaging just 60 kilometres per hour, Grahame and Athol's giant convoy is constantly battling drivers wanting to pass.
I don't get off the bitumen at all. That's why we have to back off at times. We can get around us, make sure they get around us. We can't just keep going ahead at full throttle. And I hope they get around. We've got to make sure they get around.
With 3 police escorts, 2 pilots and 2 30-metre long trucks, the convoy can stretch up to half a kilometre, front to back. Now Grahame and Athol have a new headache. A 3-trailer road train signals to pass.
You get as close to each other as possible so the vehicles coming around us don't have such a big area to overtake.
Brian's forced to push the wheels of his massive load right to the edge.
Keep going, mate. Keep going. Keep coming. Yeah, keep going, mate. The trailer's steering away from you, so where you go? Is that it? Yeah!
The triple road train spends nearly 90 seconds on the wrong side of the road.
Yeah, you're done, mate. Bring it back. No worries.
As the team heads towards the Northern Territory border, they're still trying to make up time they lost to the fog. After bunking down in his cab overnight, Brian is up before dawn.
I just want to get going, you know, you're up and about and ready to go.
Eager to make up some lost time.
Hey, Brian, I'll follow you, eh?
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, righto.
Yeah, don't hold me up this time, eh?
Travelling at the rear of the convoy, Athol spots a problem.
Yeah, you got a rubber and that coming out, mate.
Oh, mate, we'll pull up and have a look, eh? Pull them up, Keith. Stop them right now. When you stop and there's no airflow going through, the tyres actually heat up and start expanding. So you've got to be careful about when you hop in there because if one blows while you're in there, yeah, it would be a pretty sight. We've done a tyre by the sound of it.
As temperatures soar past 40 degrees, Athol checks the damage. A second tyre explodes, destroying a brake booster and 2 more tyres. 40 kilometres north of Kalgoorlie, Western Australia. Race car enthusiast Steve Waldo Alexander
Sterling Moss is heading to the line.
is about to take on the extreme and unfamiliar conditions of outback racing.
Give that a pull as tight as you want it.
His lovingly restored antique vehicle has no cooling fan.
Go up beside him.
With track temperatures rising, Waldo is keeping the engine cool by not switching it on until the last possible moment.
Just want to do the best I can, represent my country here.
Waldo's up against another 1936 Lagonda, over 2 laps of the 3.2 kilometre circuit.
Is this the only one in Western Australia?
I believe there may be another one.
Right.
I'm keen to see what he'll do. How are you, Steve?
I'm good.
First time around the track, mate?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, good luck.
So taken with the atmosphere and everything. I hope I don't overcook it.
Just minutes into the race, there's a problem. The radiator cap has shaken off and Waldo's losing water fast as he pushes his car to the limit. Soon, it's neck and neck. With just a lap to go, disaster strikes. Waldo has no choice but to signal for help. Heading north to a remote desert community in Western Australia, Steve Grahame is facing massive oncoming traffic. An oversized mining dumpster convoy has caught Steve by surprise.
They're close. Oh, shit.
Have a good night, mate.
No worries, fellas. It was all a bit sudden there, but we'll be right. Yeah, normally the front pilot's a bit further out, and you got a couple of kilometres at least to get a decent spot to get off. Anyway, no choice in the end. There's a couple of white posts down.
Steve's evasive action has left his truck undamaged, but as temperatures soar past 40 degrees, his engine struggles in the desert conditions.
The front diff's up to 100 degrees now, and the gearbox is up to 90 odd. I'll just probably start backing off a little bit. I hate to flog a truck hard in the heat. I'd rather just go steady. But I can't lose sight of the fact that I have to be there to deliver Friday morning at the latest.
"24 hours later, it's still slow trucking in the oppressive heat.
So I'm about halfway right now, and as I go north, I get more into what we term the build-up, which is the humid, hot bit. Right now, usually this time of the year, is generally the hottest place in Australia. Funny that. So, going to be some heat, there's going to be some little issues, and I hope there's no fires.
Bushfires, started by lightning storms, are a frequent hazard during the build-up to the wet season and have ravaged parts of Australia in one of its worst ever fire seasons.
Oh yeah, now we've got smoke haze here in between the hills. These lightning strike fires, you know, once they start up, they can be bad news. If it gets wind behind it and the flames are going across the road, you're in big trouble.
100 k's further north, the source of the haze becomes apparent.
The big ball up there, that's the fire up the back of Broome. The wind's blowing in such a way that it will blow that fire down towards the highway. If that's the case, I'll shut the road. I can't afford to be this side of the fire because it could be shut for days. Then I'm really in trouble with my people at Wonkajonka and delivery.
With only an hour of daylight left before Steve must legally take a rest from driving, he's now racing against sunset and the bushfire.
I'm going to try and get the Nilibubika. Nilibubika's there, Roebuck's there, and the fire's up there. Sort of a triangle, Roebuck, Nilibubika, fire. So I want to get up there to Nilibubika, I think, and camp there tonight, because if the fire comes down to the highway and defast cut the highway in the morning, I'll be in front of it. The build-up throws these things at you. But it's why I enjoy Outback Trucking. Stuff happens.
On the Lake Perkalilly racetrack in remote Western Australia, the heat and dust have taken their toll on Waldo's 1936 Lagonda. Just one lap completed, and Waldo's race is over. Waldo spent years working on his Lagonda, but the harsh conditions of the Outback track have taken just minutes to destroy his racing dream.
I don't know, something broke. Poured oil all over everything.
Oh gosh, that's the safest of Blowout. Yeah. Hanging out the side of the bill. Oh no. That's a big old
Terminal.
Snapped the crank. Yeah. Hanging out the side of the block. Oh no.
Oh yes, thank you very much. Cheers.
What's happened, Waldo?
Crank's broke, I think. Yeah.
Looks like a little worse than that, doesn't it? On the side right outside of the block.
Yeah.
That's not good.
I'm not pleased by it, but that's what happens.
So that's the end of his weekend's racing, I suppose. Come all this way and spent a lot of money to get it here and blown her up.
With the Lagonda out of action, the proud Englishman takes it all in his stride. And Sludge rigs up his trailer for the best seat at the track.
It wasn't sort of the perfect ending with your car going bang, but it's motor racing, isn't it?
I know I've had the $43,000 lap, but nobody said it was going to be cheap.
No. No, and I'm sure you probably had the most expensive lap of this track ever.
Probably.
I reckon we should have a bloody beer and celebrate, eh?
I think we will.
Always got to have a beer in here. Cheers to meeting you and having some a great weekend.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers.
In the Kimberley, Western Australia,
Today's the last day. I'd like to get there today.
Steve Grahame and his dog Bella are making an early start.
I better not get too smart. I've still got 400 kilometres to go. The fire didn't get down to me last night, so I don't have to worry about that. Just think about if there's any started up the road in front of me. I look out at that grass and I just know one lightning strike, bang, and you can see how it just explodes into flames. You know, we're wandering along up towards Fitzroy Crossing now. We're into the 40 plus degrees stuff. The road's just hot. So I've dropped it back. I'm doing just over 80 kilometres an hour. I'd rather be poking along like this than melting out there changing tyres.
Steve is closing on his destination, a drought-ravaged Aboriginal community desperate for water. Carrying a full load of water tank components, it's the last 20 kilometres of the journey that puts his cargo at most risk.
This road might be a case of it's the end of the year and it's been a fair while since it's been graded and you just get what you get. Hoping everything holds together.
To absorb the shock from the road, Steve lowers the tyre pressure by remote control from the cabin.
I'm dropping these tyres down here probably to about 40 pound, so I don't get so pounded and knocked around.
The lower tyre pressure increases traction on the rough surface of the road.
My tyres are showing a deflating light, but there's no deflation going on. It's really strange, yet it was working last night all right. I'm just going to shut the engine off, and without the compressor going on, I'll put those tyres on deflate and see if that works then. It actually feels like this controller here is a bit buggered. Just a bit of heat in there, and it was a bit of wriggling the leads. My mother taught me that repair, whack, whack. You just get a little bit jostled around over here, a bit of clatter in the steering column.
Even with his tyres deflated to 40 pounds, it's still a tough drive.
You know, you don't have to be on the road like this for very long before the whole holiday plan goes out the window.
After 2 hours on the dirt, Steve reaches his destination.
Good truck. Always does a good job, this truck.
On schedule, with his load in perfect condition.
Tell me when to stop, mate. Beautiful. Righto. The boys are going to unload me, which is bloody good news. They're big pieces of steel.
The steel forms part of a 500,000-litre water tank for the local community.
That's one trailer done.
But there's a problem with Steve's second trailer.
Looks like we might need another sling.
Missing is a sling needed to stabilise the tank lid while unloading.
It's probably still sitting on the forklift out in Pioneer's Yard. I've got straps here you can use. I mean, the straps are rated for 2,400 kilos.
Right, let's do that.
And what we can do is put a ratchet on the end, which is, you know, where you want to join it.
The team opt for some Outback innovation.
And then we ratchet that to its mate. Yeah, because the two back ones stabilise it. I think it'll be right. Once it's off the trailer, it's out of my hands. It's another job done, and another job done's always good. You know what's good about this place? Not many flies. Bugger all.
Barely halfway through their almost 5,000-kilometre journey.
Damn, more work to do.
The heat has taken its toll on Brian's truck. 4 tyres have blown, dislodging a brake booster that produces the pressure needed to stop the truck.
You let it down, pin her up, keep going or what?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, let's definitely pin this up because there's 4 here.
Brian's truck has 96 tyres across 12 axles. They chain the damaged tyres, taking them temporarily out of action. It's a stop-gap measure.
Rightio, we'll plot on. All we've done is just pin it up so we can keep moving. When I pull up tonight, I've changed all 4 of those tyres. Carrying these big loads, you do tyres sometimes, you don't, sometimes you do. It's my turn on this trip.
It's a long night for Athol and Brian.
2 inside roads are completely stuffed.
Pass that tyre here.
And it's little rest for the truckers. Their tight schedule demands another 5 a.m. start.
Shower and a good night's sleep. Amazing how much better that makes you feel. Hopefully we won't have any tyre issues today.
There are other hazards ahead.
Yeah, we got word on the 2-way yesterday about a whole lot of solar cars. I don't know how many. By the sound of it, was quite a few.
The World Solar Challenge is a 3,000-kilometre race down the centre of Australia, reaching speeds of up to 86 kilometres per hour. These lightweight vehicles will jostle for space alongside Brian's giant 330-tonne oversized convoy. few kilometres down the road, they encounter the first of the solar race cars.
It's like a canoe.
It's the start of a procession of small vehicles, all in a hurry.
Holy shit, this will be close. That was close.
They look like they weren't getting how much attention.
Another close call. Take the roof right off the people there. And, yeah, it's not something you want to think about too much. Drives back on the road. Oh no, I thought he was coming back on the road for a second. But they had a L plate on the back of it, so... Oh, just blew a tyre. Pull up, pull up. More tyres to do. Yay.
Just an hour into the day.
It's not ideal, but you don't really have any choice.
The convoy is at a standstill, yet again. Behind schedule and battling constant blowouts.
I should have bought another pair of overalls. These are getting a bit too much of a work out at the moment.
The truckers now have just 8 spares left. With 2,300 kilometres left to travel, even the solar cars are making better time.